Advertencia. Este canal de lucha libre es solo para entretener al espectador. Favor de no imitar a los luchadores ni lo intenten en casa, escuela ni en ningún tipo de lugar. Se recomienda discreción.
JetX! Power and glory, crashing through the night. Pins and slams under the blinding light. No mercy given, no holding back. In the heat of the ring, the world fades to black. Capes, fists collide in air. They're flying high without a care. Ropes and ladders, weapons of their trade. The ground shakes with the moves they've made. Power and glory, crashing through the night. Pins and slams under the blinding light. No mercy given, no holding back. In the heat of the ring, the world fades to black.
An up-and-coming lucha talent, Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, time to throw the rule book out the window.
The following contest is a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
A former WCW Cruiserweight and United States champion, a man who has held the ECW television title. And above all, Eddie Guerrero doesn't care if he's liked. And he's not sure if he ever will care. Guerrero's career is really heating up now.
Such an impressive competitor. Future could be very bright. Yeah, we know Guerrero will do anything to make sure it is.
One of the best competitors in the women's division.
Representing the Awesome Ones, from no place in particular, Boyd.
The incredible accomplishments, the storied feats of strength, the pure talent of this individual is just astonishing.
Wait, did they write that down for you to read on air? Like, it sounds exactly like what I heard them saying in the mirror
Representing
backstage.
Team SmackDown, from Gomez, Palacio,
matchup like this, it's one that the locker room has wanted to see. It's one that the WWE Universe has wanted to see. It's one that I've been waiting to see, and it's about to go down. He's physically and mentally prepared for the task at hand in this big-time match.
From Topeka, Kansas, Griffin.
Just look at the swagger on display. I love it.
Swagger? Really, Saxton? You know a number of people in the back just despise this superstar.
Well, the WWE Universe clearly disagrees with you, Corey.
Oh, and what else is new?
She certainly knows how to get a reaction, and she'll get an even bigger one when she wins this match.
Here we go, Extreme Rules match time. No disqualification, no countout, anything goes. Hashtag Extreme Rules if you want to get in on the conversation.
You can tell that each superstar is coming into this match a little extra cautious, a little more nervous because of the uncertainty an Extreme Rules match presents.
And all that's left is one thing, one finishing touch. Did you see that? Propelled through the air!
Extreme Rules has to be one of the most difficult matches for a superstar to prepare for.
Yeah, I don't know if you can ever enter an Extreme Rules match even close to fully prepared. There's no telling what twisted things that have been boiling in your competition's mind.
With authority. What a way to get out of that one. She's taking things to the floor here.
Roundhouse kick, man.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
She's found a barbed wire bat. She's looking to cause permanent damage. Oh, goodness. Nothing but brutality with that barbed wire.
A bionic elbow!
Dangerous intentions in her mind right now.
A table! The WWE Universe is going wild!
Starlight DDT.
Setting up for something here.
Punishing power slam!
That'll turn your lights out. Caught with the lariat.
You can see that each strike
Quickly to cover. Shoulders up.
Could be in search of a second win now.
Oh, did you hear that? And she quickly turned it around. What a clothesline.
Oh, stop sign to the noggin.
And he goes for the pin. And she just stopped the pin.
She thought she saw a chance to gain the fall, but obviously was mistaken.
You've solidified your name as a top athlete when you're able to pull off that move. Uh-oh, look at this. Layout core buster.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Manages to slip out of the way.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Looks like they do not want them inside the ring anymore. Time to venture outside the ropes.
She had a lot thrown her way already. Looking for something, anything under the ring. Drop kick right to the knee.
Right on the patella.
A precision strike like that had to be calculated. Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Drop kick.
Throwing down the proverbial gauntlet. Where is this going to go next?
Here's the cover.
Stopping the ref's count there.
Face buster. Takedown. And now punches right.
Oh, man. Practically never-ending blows. Coming at full force here. Oh, forearm connects.
And once again, she's put up the back foot.
Yeah, but anything can change the tide in a fatal four-way. It's best to not throw in the towel just yet.
That's just turning into a savage display of violence. Chop block. Brilliant. Right in the back of the knee.
Just doing anything they can to chip away at the base.
Fired hard into the corner. It crashes to the mat.
Goodness, blasted right into the corner.
Attacking the knee.
All's fair in love and war, gentlemen. I saw nothing but effective offense.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason? Hey, that's my water bottle.
Don't worry about that now. Just get out of the way, Saxton.
No, you know what? Stay right there, Saxton.
This will be the time to go, guys.
A defensive elbow to the gut ends that.
Big boot. Vicious.
Connects. Saw it coming.
Oh, my gosh.
And she gets forced into the defensive.
Yeah, she's in real danger of being put away here.
Look out. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
Whoa, turn that kendo stick into a lawn dart. Boom. A running hurricanrana.
She's being derailed here.
Yeah, Extreme Rules matches eventually take their toll on everyone.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
He dodges out of danger.
Immediately into a sit-out powerbomb. He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Oh, hit by a flying stop sign. That had to hurt.
From the top.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
And just an uncalled for, underhanded attack there.
Big shot taken. That one's going to leave her well. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
What a clothesline! Ouch! Unable able to respond. She's just getting buried under this offense.
She's got to start fighting back to get in this match.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Incoming! Boom!
What are we going to see here?
Oh, neck breaker. Boom.
Red into the cover.
And a kick out right away.
Still in it.
What a gutsy performance. Big right hand.
Pulling him in for the backbreaker.
That's a well-targeted attack to the body.
She dodges out of the way.
Flapjack. Way up there. And an answer from her.
Looking to end this
Right here. Here it comes.
The gory slam.
Nicely done. That could end things right now.
He was almost finished.
I truly thought it was all over there. Talk about resilience.
Yeah, but did you see how the referee had to get into position? That was all the difference.
The best shot was, and there's the cover. Oh, she breaks it up. Not on her watch. Will it be? That breaks the count. This match continues on. Bang! Crucial counter there. Oh, what a fall! She countered that into her own offense.
Roundhouse kick. Man.
We've already seen a few blows land above the neck. Right to the kidneys from behind.
She covers for the pin. And she kicks out right away.
Incredible power to kick out at just one.
Snapmare over. Full head of steam and a...
This could do it. And he saves the matchup.
What a shot. Brutal club. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective. Oh my God. So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. Rocked with the point of the elbow.
And his body seems to be the preferred target.
Here's a cover. Could be it. Barely kicks out.
So close. That could have been it. Evasive maneuvering there.
Big running leg drop.
Back to Guerrero. Takedown. And now punches right.
Oh my God.
Cover here. Bringing up the pin count there. Shot block. Brilliant. Right in the back of the knee.
Not a single person in this place is sitting down.
We might just be watching one of the greatest matches we've seen in quite some time here.
Able to muscle their opponent all the way up. Glory slam.
Pack it up. She just put this one away.
There's 2, 3, no! 2 count.
You have to wonder, what more does she have left?
We have reached a whole other level here. But if we see one more devastating move again, this can be over soon.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
What a shot! Will it be? Quick count out after 1.
The muscle memory's got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before 3.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
Gentlemen, this is what I believe we refer to as mudhole stomping.
Will it be?
Think so.
No, stops the count at 2.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Boot slam. Look at this. Here we go, guys. Dragon sleeper. Locked it. Breaks the whole of their team is still in this one.
Boom. It wasn't just an uppercut. That was 24 carats.
Flex.
So hard into the ring post.
Oh, man, a kendo shot to the head. That can't feel good.
This could do it. And stops the pin.
A little too close for comfort for her.
Here's the pump handle. Powered them up. No. Here come the punches. And brings up. Golly, driven directly into the steel stairs.
Boom. Did you hear the impact?
Able to save herself there. The exploder.
She's going for it. He just broke up the pin in the nick of time. Uh-oh. Does he have him here? Bringing up the pin right there.
Target acquired and destroyed.
And she's pressing the advantage.
She's doing a good job of staying on top of her opponent. And my word, this has been able to muscle their opponent all the way up. The Glove Slam. This has got to be over now.
2. And she picks up the late fall.
Roundhouse kick, man.
And there's another focused attack to his head. Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat.
Oh! Ricocheting off the turnbuckles.
Oh, takes a big clean hit from the table. A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Guerrero's gotta insert himself back into this one.
What? This is turning into Swanson Street. Oh no, he's in the line of danger now.
Deep into the match, this could end it.
No, Eddie Guerrero says not yet.
Incredible to think. After everything we've witnessed, we are still at a stalemate.
And he's clearly digging down deep to stay in this thing.
He is displaying the tenacity it takes to get the win here. Ooh, elbow strike.
And things are looking good here. I think the ref might need to put a stop to this.
Those focused attacks on the torso might have done some serious internal damage. This is disrespectful.
Oh, man, what a strike.
House kick, man.
Oh, great wherewithal there.
Snapmare. This is how you target a body.
Shoulders down. Looking for the win here.
And she breaks up the pin. She's headed out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. Now looking for something to waylay her opponent with.
She's just teasing her with that divisive destruction.
Big boot. Guerrero's falling victim to the onrush right now.
Now Latino Heat has got to invent a new bag of tricks here. And it really looks like her skull is the intended target here.
A submission move coming here.
Into the torch.
Taps out. Now let's take another look at one of the best fatal four-way matches we've seen in a long, long while.
here is your winner, Boyd.
After a memorable fatal four-way, here is our winner.
Getting the best of these three women was an incredible test of her abilities.
A test she passed with flying colors. We're ready for unleashed fury in this steel cage match, Corey. What strategy can a competitor devise to increase their chances of winning?
Well, if a superstar's not known for their agility, they might be best served looking to escape through the cage door because it could take a little while to get up the ropes.
Great point. The superstars who rely on speed hit a flurry of offense, including the best your arsenal has to offer, and try to get out as well.
You have to find any advantage over your opponent and maximize it to have even a shot at victory.
And victory is achieved when you escape and both feet hit the floor or via pinfall submission.
Look, the most intelligent competitor in a battle knows that there are many roads to victory, including the low road. When you're in a steel cage, there's not exactly a lot of real estate to play with, which is why you have to know how to use the cage to your advantage, because otherwise, it is absolutely not your friend.
How do you suggest they do that, Corey?
Push your opponent into the steel, throw him into it, grind him into it. Honestly, we've seen some inventive things in these matches, and I'm sure these superstars will think of even more things to do with their surroundings. Proving again that Eddie has a deep arsenal to draw from.
Jumping face buster.
As the wrist trapped.
Just multiple kicks right to the face.
That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
And that was some brutal impact on that DDT.
Inverted DDT.
Arm drag takedown.
Directed into the corner. Snapmare takedown. What are we going to see from this superstar?
Nice balance. Man, what impact.
It's style points. Sometimes you just gotta show off and show out.
Oh, using the knee as a weapon.
And she's beginning to look a little weary.
Cut off with a kick to the gut. Get yourself out of harm's way.
Uh-oh, watch out!
Double Russian leg sweep.
A couple of individuals with an equal purpose, uniting forces to dispose of their competition.
And she's returning fire. What a forearm. Scoop slam.
Front face lock applied.
Layout core buster. She's climbing the cage now.
Making a move, but is it the right moment?
Target acquired. This only ends one way.
Holy time offense there.
And starting to climb up the side of the cage. From the top. He's looking fairly drained.
The steel cage is just as punishing as your opponent, Cole.
What now? Driving their opponent into the cage.
Head scissors with the point of the elbow.
Strong elbow to the crown. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Man.
Picture perfect drop kick.
Looks like she's going to climb the steel cage.
Taking it step by step. Climbing onwards and upwards. Trying to escape the cage. Nasty impact.
From up on the cage, down to the ring she goes.
Some real damage was done there. What a fall.
Look at the arm all the way up for a suplex.
Truth or consequences.
She has got to end this one now.
Oh my!
Boom. Arm stopped.
And he's clearly on his last legs now.
These are the moments professionals train for. When you are at your breaking point.
Snapmare over. Oh, and a
twisting.
He's clawing his way up the side of the cage here.
Not an easy climb, even when you aren't in the middle of a match.
Crashing a long way down. He sent flying down to the canvas.
Sent crashing down. How much more can they take? Opportunity is just a few feet away now.
Taking their time. Vertical suplex. Look at the power here. Absolutely incredible. Walking around the ring.
Count that high, Saxton.
Shut up, Corey.
That could end their night for good.
Ooh, vicious kick to the spine. Taking off up the wall, the cage now.
You have to be cautious while climbing. Don't want to slip and fall.
Powerbomb.
Ripped off the cage wall.
Back into the ring.
He's down, but is he out?
Determined to make it up the cage, balance and a tight grip are key.
Trying to escape the cage! Oh my goodness!
Boom, what impact.
Falls back to the mat.
Didn't have anywhere to escape to.
Truly an uphill climb in every sense. Getting... Nicely done. And he's in a bad spot.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals. These combatants have stretched their limits here, and it's showing.
Win or lose, they are going home tonight knowing they gave it their all.
Fought off with an elbow.
She gets bounced into the corner. He pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Flowing blow. He's trying to make his way up the cage.
Looking to keep steady, keep balanced.
Powerbomb.
Letting her opponent know she's more than ready.
A drop kick in the corner.
Perfectly executed.
Ooh, drop right across the neck. And oh my God, what a forearm.
That's a jump.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, knee to the jaw.
She just pulled off a dominant maneuver.
Stirring up, but she has no idea what's about to come her way.
Avalanche arm drag.
Look at this superstar. You can feel this superstar charging up.
A single leg drop kick.
No way Eddie's coming back from that.
Oh, man.
Got caught in the jaw with the knee. Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch.
Fist directly to the gut.
Floats over into the Liger Bomb.
Off the ropes. Massive miscalculation on that one. Denied with an elbow. Right on point. In the corner. Has to find a way out of there.
Clothesline.
What impact.
And listen to this place.
It's deafening in here, Michael.
And up the side of the cage she goes. And a pinball taking flight. Here we go. Heads up the cage.
And each step up this cage takes more and more energy to accomplish.
Powerbomb. He's tossed down to the mat.
Situational awareness seems to be lacking late in the match. Flipping into a cutter.
What a double axe handle. And he has started to ascend the cage wall now.
The climb to the top now is going to take every ounce of energy. Trying to escape the cage!
Oh, no! From the top rope! And he crashes back down before getting too far.
I don't think that's what he had planned.
Scaling the steel cage wall. Look at that. Viva la Rasta, the frog splash!
Did Eddie get enough of it?
Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Oh, man, we all know what's coming here.
And he turned it around. Oh, what a clothesline. He's looking to climb the steel cage now.
Have to dig deep if you want to reach the top of the cage.
And that prevents Eddie's attack. Flying. Ooh.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
I don't know how you recover from that.
Still fighting back. Look at him go.
Getting him right into the corner.
Whoa! What agility!
Watch out.
Down with force.
Axe handle finds the mark.
Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly. Taking it nice and steady, trying to make it to the top.
Makes it to the top of the steel cage. He's getting even closer to making an escape.
Every second he wastes up there is crucial time lost. Made it over the top of the cage. Seconds away from glory.
Now going to make the descent down the cage.
Here it comes.
And he did it! Big win inside the cage.
Well, it wasn't literally fatal, but it was pretty close. Take a look.
Here is your winner, Último.
I don't think anybody will question the toughness on display here tonight.
Takes a lot of guts to even set foot in the cage, but to win is even more impressive. Whether it's pinfall, submission, or retrieving victory from the top of the ladder, a TLC match from the top.
I don't care who you are. You're not the same after suffering a crash landing like that. That scary look in his eyes, fixated on the opposition.
Sky high!
Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse. Back and forth, counter after counter.
Tables, ladders, and chairs matches always mean a whole new level of intensity inside the ring. Corey, with that in mind, is it difficult for a superstar to...
Taking flight!
She completely missed there.
Whoa! What a hurricane rana!
Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Uh-oh. Oh, quite the knee there. Satellite DDT.
Things are heading ringside now.
She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here.
Back suplex. She continues to fight off her opponent.
The challenger really taking it on the chin here.
Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Taking to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Now bringing the fight back into the ring. Getting that ladder in position.
Right in the middle of the ring.
Round and around we go.
Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Head up that ladder. Center of the ring.
Reaching.
So close to victory.
Seems to be struggling a bit up there.
Yeah, sweaty palms making this difficult.
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting. The champion is being smart, targeting the leg like that. We know how hard it would be for the challenger to come back at them with a damaged reel. Oh, goodness, blasted right into the corner. Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
A leg drop. She manages to reverse it.
Roundhouse kick, man.
Oh, clothesline. Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside. Hooked up.
DDT.
And she re-enters the ring. Uh-oh, submission move. Fujiwara.
Rolls through, clever escape and a knee.
Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Brutal move that can take away all the mobility in that leg.
The challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
Yeah, fatal four-way is certainly going to take its toll on you.
Drop kick. Right on the money. The table carefully being placed in the corner. Bad intentions, no doubt. That's one way to use the ladder.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Parking the ladder into the corner.
I can't tell if that's a safer or worse place for it.
And looking for a back suplex. Jumping face buster.
She's between a rock and a hard place right now.
Broken in half by the table.
Goodness gracious, destruction everywhere.
Going for a power slam, slips down.
Counter into an inverted DDT.
Get the tables. Just the middle.
Inverted Frankensteiner.
Chair shot delivered. The challenger taking some minor damage.
Yeah, that move's proven again that Eddie has a deep arsenal to draw from. Repeated hits like that. Very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Going right after the shin.
Dragon screw, beautiful.
Back into the ring here.
She's able to evade.
Cuts the attack off.
Sits straight into the corner hard.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Very impressive array of strikes.
It's a lunar one.
Ooh, walloped by a huge club. Denied with an elbow.
The challenger's hopes are fading.
Yeah, she's really in trouble now. I don't know if she can turn it around. Absolutely shattering the table.
Incredible impact.
We all know what's going through their head here.
Yep, destruction, carnage, annihilation.
Yeah, but they should be thinking about this coming out of their paycheck.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry.
Oh, brutal miscalculation.
Just ejected from the ring.
Oh, meet the backside of an elbow.
Oh, a knee.
Lights out.
She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
She's going for it.
She certainly is. She can do it. Maybe, just maybe, this could be it. Right to the leg. She's headed out of the ring.
Looking for a little more breathing room. Oh, man.
The challenger struggling for anything here.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done.
Caught with the boot. Here she goes, sliding back into the ring.
Powerbomb position.
Throwing down punches and counters out.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for the trouble.
Spin kick to the midsection. Hearing the opposition. What's the thought here?
Across the throat.
Just like that, she turned it around.
Scoop slam sets things up.
Roundhouse kick. Man.
She's setting the ladder up for something here.
There's no telling what she could be thinking.
Setting the ladder up in the center of the ring.
Almost touching the prize at this point. Oh, man.
Hands up, but can't quite grab it.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Try not to fumble around too much here. Oh, my gosh.
Climbing up to the top, looking to go high risk.
Something big is coming. To the sky.
Unbelievable athleticism. Big boot connects, crash landing on the outside. We've already seen a few blows land above the neck.
Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver. Oof.
Talk about force. That'll give you whiplash. Brutality.
Getting knocked around by the ladder.
And she's positioning the ladder perfectly in the center of the ring there. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. She's grabbing at the bottom.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
And the champ stands tall once again.
Well, tables, ladders, and chairs. Do I need to say any more?
Here is your winner,